All right, hello and welcome to another session of Fit Essentials. My name is Shauna. I'll be taking you through the session today. First, we'll kick off with our little disclaimer here. You're about to engage in intense physical activity. Proceed with caution. Do not attempt to perform any movements or activity that exceed your current physical capabilities. Participants with injuries, high blood pressure, recent chest pain, chronic health conditions, or that have any other condition that may limit your ability to participate in this activity should consult their physician or healthcare provider before proceeding. All right, everybody, listen to your bodies, be smart, and let's have some fun and move. Go ahead and come on up to your feet. All right, we're going to start with some breathing, get ourselves grounded. So go ahead and place your feet right underneath the hips. Stack your shoulders right over top of your hips as well. Bring the hands in front of your chest. We're going to breathe in as we reach up to overhead, fill the lungs with air. And exhale, just relax down to the side, bring the arms down, opening through the chest and shoulders. And we're going to do 2 cycles of that. So breathe in, reach up, pull that chin in, lengthen through the back of your body. And exhale, relax. Fantastic. And 3rd cycle through. Nice deep breath, reaching tall. And relax it all down. Fantastic. Go ahead and walk your feet in just a little bit closer, toes pointing straight ahead. I'm just going to check in with the back body today. So chin to the chest, just nice and gentle, slight bend in those knees, slide the hands down the thighs, down the shins. See where your bottom position is for the current time of the day, time of the workout. And now, if you're comfortable here, hold your weight in your legs in midsection and breathe. A couple nice deep breaths into the back of the ribs. Breathe in, try to expand the back of the rib cage, and then exhale, hang down just a little bit farther. And then when you're ready, start to turn your tail under. So tuck your hips under, gradually make your way back up to the top. Fantastic. Roll those shoulders back. We're going to mirror each other. So I'm going to go left foot forward. I want you to go right foot forward, and then your left foot back. There you go. Nice long stance. Interlace your hands and stretch up nice and tall. Looking straight ahead. You want to lengthen. And now we're going to shift your back hip forward. So your left hip, you're going to just gently rock it forward. Start to feel an opening on the front side of that hip. And as you do this, see if you can kind of fire that glute on that left leg. So just give it a little squeeze. And now you're going to start to rotate towards the front. So as I shift the hip forward, I'm going to turn towards that front leg and then shift back out of it, shift into it, rotate, back out, and one more time. Shift in and turn to the front. Fantastic. Go ahead and relax the arms down. Same thing other side. So your left foot forward, right foot back, interlace those hands, stretch up tall. And now you're just going to fire the glute on your right side and just gradually shifting the hip forward, stretching up. Again, opening the front side of that right hip. And start to add that rotation. So you shift it forward and you rotate towards the front leg. Rock back and forward, rotating. A couple more times. Lengthen, reach that right arm up nice and tall as well. And relax down. Very good. From here, go ahead and walk your feet out nice and wide outside the hips. Slight bend in the hips and knees, heels planted, arms out to the side. And now we're going to go into our windmills. Long spine, send the hips back. Engage the glutes as you stand. Hinging over, reach towards the opposite leg, standing tall. Reach far, good. And we're going to go about 5 on each side here. Just looking to reach just a little bit farther each time, not forcing anything. Over and up. Over and up. Maybe about 1 more each side. Very good. From there, go ahead and walk your feet in. And then now we're going to just start to get a little bit more blood flow going. Either some step jacks, kind of start to get some warm body here. Get the blood flow going, opening through the shoulders. Yep. And if you feel ready for it, you're welcome to go into some jumping jacks. Step or jump, whatever feels best for you. There you go. Morning, Jean. Good to see you. Fantastic. About 10 more seconds here. Very good. Go ahead and bring it down. Next, we're going to go into a march. We're starting with a pause march. So lift up to the midsection, opposite arm, opposite leg. Lift them up together, keeping the hips nice and square, not letting those hips shift out and away. Good. Side to side. Couple more. There you go. Lift and hold. Lift and hold. Very good. From here, seal jacks, hands in front of the body, stepping out, open through the chest. Close it in and open. Close and open. Good. So again, you can stick here with the steps or just a nice little hop if you prefer. Very good. We'll go about 15 seconds more here. Side to side. A little harder to coordinate than the regular jumping jacks for whatever reason. Feels a little awkward. 2, 1, and go ahead and bring it back down. Now we're going to lift up to that midsection, alternating knee to elbow. So knee towards the opposite elbow, both arms up, knee to the opposite elbow. There you go. In and open, up and open. Good. Think about another 3 to 5 on each side. If you can't quite touch the knee to the elbow, no worries. Just do the best you can. Whoop, working on some balance as you move through here. So every time you switch sides, pull up through your midline. Nice and strong. Fantastic. And let's change that up to a march and punch. March and punch. Again, if you want to add just like a little skip to it. There we go. Fantastic. Breathe. Blow that air out as you punch across the body. There it is. Let's go about 1 more each side. Punch and reach and relax. All right, fantastic. Go ahead and make your way down to the floor. We're going to warm up on all fours a little bit here. Coming down, hands and knees. Let's just start kneeling, and we're going to rotate those wrists around a bit. There we go. Get some good movement through there. And then we're going to go palms down, fingers towards you. And then just gently kind of find a spot where you get a nice stretch, rocking back, and you can rock your torso side to side as well. After a couple times there, turn the hands so the fingers are going to go towards one another. So the fingers are going to turn in, hands flat, and now rock back and forth. There you go. Very good. From there, go ahead and place the hands underneath the shoulders. Walk your knees in so that they're touching, and then just nice and gentle, drop the hips towards one side, and then up and across and to the other side. Back and forth a couple times. Just taking your time there. Allow the side of the body to lengthen. Sometimes you'll feel it more into the hips, sometimes a little bit more into the low back, just depending upon where you're holding the tension today. From here, we're going to go toes together, knees divide, reach the arms nice and long, and then drop your hips back towards the heels. Child's pose. And focus your breath into the back of that rib cage. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, drop the chest down. Breathe and relax. Once more, breathe deep, drop down. Very good. From here, we're going to rock up, place the hands once again underneath the shoulders, turn your toes under, and we're going to move into down dog. So hips up nice and high, very gently push through your arms to kind of rock the head between your elbows. So rock forward and rock back, lengthening through the body, forward and back. One more time there, pulsing the head between the arms, and then when you're ready, go ahead and start to walk out the heels, stretching out the calves. Drop one heel towards the floor and then the other. And then just take notice here on how you're holding your body through your hands. Make sure that you're not just all the way back in your wrist, but splay the fingers, grip your finger pads down. You have arches of your hands just like your feet, so you want to activate those. Take some of the load off the wrist. Very good. Go ahead and come on back down. Shake out the hands for a second. And we're going to do a couple rounds here of a bird dog. Get some activation through the glutes and the midline. So placing the hands underneath the shoulders. Let's start with your right arm and your left leg. So nice and controlled. You're going to elongate, reaching your right arm out in front of your body, stretching your left leg back, holding strong to the midline, not to arch. And then you're going to bring them together underneath your body or as close as you can. Knee towards the elbow. And then when you're ready, you'll lengthen. Stretch long, fire that glute, and then elbow towards the knee under your body. Let's go about 5 to 8 on each side, just at your own pace. I like to breathe in as I stretch long, and then I exhale as I bring the arm towards the knee under the body. Lengthen, and exhale, bringing it together underneath. A couple more. Breathe. Last one. Very good. And then when you're ready, same thing, other side. Place the hand. Remember, we're going to starfish that hand. Grip the finger pads. And now we're going to go left arm, right leg. Holding strong to the midline, not to arch. Elbow towards the knee under the body. Stretch long. Again, you're between about 5 and 8. When you stretch long, that's when we're most likely to overarch the back. So that's when you want to really pay attention. Midline neutral. Kind of pulling that belly button in as a brace. And make sure you're continuing to push out of that support shoulder on the downside arm. A couple more here. In and extend. In and extend. Fantastic. Go ahead and roll over onto your back. We're going to come back to that for one more set, but let's stretch out on the back side first. Shoulder blades back and down. We're going to simply start by pulling both knees in towards the chest and rock yourself side to side. We're kind of prepping ourselves for some lunging that we're going to be starting with today. Go ahead and extend your left leg straight out. Take your right knee, pull it towards the right shoulder. Start here, rolling the ankle around about 5 times each direction. And then switch directions. And then when you're ready, you're going to bring that right knee across the body towards the left shoulder, looking to kind of isolate and stretch out the glute on the right side. So still keep your right shoulder down to the floor. Try not to pull the hip off the floor a whole lot. And now you're just looking for any areas of tension. Pull the knee up towards your chest, glide it down a little bit. Keep that hip moving well. Very good. When you're ready, go ahead and switch sides. Extend out your right leg, pull your left knee to the left shoulder to start, and ankle rolls, 3 to 5 each direction. Switch directions when you're ready. And then gently use your right hand on that left knee. Sweep the leg across the body towards that right shoulder. And then again, try to keep that left shoulder down and moving the knee up and down. Feeling through that hip. Very good. Knees bent, feet flat. Let's go 5 glute bridges here. So just nice and gentle, drive through your heels. Pull that chin in, push the hips up and forward, not force anything this first couple times, just getting a nice opening, relax down, and then up and forward, pushing through the heels, pulling that chin in. Very good. About 3 more on your own. Every time you push the hips up, try to wake up a little bit more of the tissue in the back of the glutes. So squeeze and fire. Down and relax. One more here. Fantastic. Go ahead and relax back down. We're going to roll back over for one more cycle of that quadruped knee to elbow or bird dog, however you know it. So again, starfish hands. Place those hands right underneath the shoulders. Let's go right arm and left leg to start. So support through that left hand, right arm reaches long, left leg extends long, holding strong for that midsection. Elbow towards the knee, under the body. Breathe in to lengthen. Exhale as you bring it in together. Just take your time here, pausing at each end. So I pause when I stretch long, and then I pause again underneath the body. Continuing to lift up out of that support shoulder. A couple more. Fantastic. And then switch sides when you're ready. Place that opposite hand down. Shift the weight, and then it's going to be left hand reaches long, right leg reaches long. Really focus to keep that midline neutral, so no arching. Everything tight. Breathe in to lengthen. Exhale as you pull it together. Very good. Good job. Couple more. And last one. Very nice. Let's go ahead and come onto your side. We're going to stretch out the quads, and then we'll make our way to our feet. So feel free to stack the elbow right underneath the shoulder. Grab that top leg, pulling it back. We're going to hold about 20 seconds here. So watch that shoulder position. Instead of being rounded forward, set it back. Pull that heel towards the glute. Just gently encouraging the thigh to lengthen and open. And relax and switch sides when you're ready. Same thing other way. All right, so coming up first, we'll come up to our feet, kind of warm up our squats a little bit, and then we're going to be doing 45 seconds of a lunge on the left leg. You're also welcome to do a balance hold if anybody prefers. A tandem stance is our second option. And I'm going to let you know when we're at 30, if you're kind of building into the lunges, or if you've been doing these with us and been quite sore afterwards, it may not be appropriate to go all 45 seconds. So kind of make that choice for yourself. Relax that thigh. Let's go ahead and make our way up. So we're going to go 45 seconds at the most on the left leg. Then we're going to do a little stretch in between legs, opposite leg. And then we're going to come down on the floor in between sets and do one set of what we call a Superman. So waking up the back side of the body. And we'll be going 3 rounds through. But before we go into lunges, let's go ahead and warm up some squats first. So you can use an assist if you'd like, or unassisted. Place your feet about hip width apart, slight toe out. And now we're going to reach those arms out in front. Stay tall, drop the hips back. Stand nice and strong. Anywhere between 3 and 5. Gripping the toes down, keeping the weight in the heels. Standing with confidence. Good job. Couple more. See if you can go just a little bit farther each time, but you don't want to go so far that you just kind of like drop into the bottom. So I don't want to see like the hips turn under and just kind of get dropped there. So keep some tension and relax. Fantastic. All right, so some reminders on the lunge. We want to have our foot firmly planted, heel stays grounded the whole time. You're going to step back. Control that knee down. If you don't feel quite ready to go all the way to the floor, please only go as far as you are confident. Front shin should be vertical. And then when I look to come up, I like to imagine driving that heel into the floor to pull me up and forward. Okay, we want to avoid coming up onto that toe. So heel drives down, chest tall, up and forward. Okay. Any questions? We'll just kind of move through the first round nice and smooth. Let's go unweighted And just depending upon your experiencing with lunges, you may want to stay unweighted for the whole deal, okay? All right, we're going to go in 10 seconds, starting with that left leg. So plant the left foot nice and strong, grip those toes, nice tall chest, and 2, 1, here we go. Long step back, controlling it down, not letting that knee shoot forward. There you go, Sharon, and then up and forward. Yep, so long step back, not letting that knee dive forward at all. Good job. Much better. Get a little off balance, up and forward. Good. Try to find a spot straight ahead to focus on. One second. Whew. Very good. Back and down, up and forward. That's our 30-second mark. If you need to rest there at all. Otherwise, 10 seconds left. Good job. Those are looking better, Sharon. Longer steps helping, keeping that front shin vertical. 2, 1, and relax. Very good. So we're going to go inner thigh stretch from a standing position. So wide base stance, tall chest, reach your arms out, and we're going to go side to side here, pushing the knee out, keeping that heel planted. Very good. Same idea about shin vertical and just side to side. Once you've gone about 3 times each side, go ahead and walk your legs in, grab a quick sip of water, and then we're going to be going to our lunges on the right leg next. All right, we're going to go in 15 seconds. So if you are ready and waiting, just kind of rock the hips around just a little bit. And then when you're ready, you're going to plant that right foot. Warming up in here. Grip those toes, nice tall chest, and 2, 1, here we go. Long step back, shin vertical, up and forward. Nice. And down. Good. I like it, Gina, like the single arm, single leg. So if your right foot's forward, left arm can come up, and then you'll kind of switch to pull through. Yep. Back and pull through tall. Nice. Or you can reach both arms, whatever feels best to keep that chest tall. There's our 30-second mark. Fantastic, everyone. Looking strong. Yep. Backing down, chest up. 2, 1, and relax. Beautiful. We're going to make our way down to the floor onto your stomachs. All right. So Superman, arms are up overhead, body nice and long. Fire in the glutes, lifting up, squeeze, and relax. Squeeze those glutes whenever you're ready. We're just going about 30 seconds here. Pause in the top, and then down and relax. So just waking up the back and the glutes. And you don't want to have any pinching into your spine. So just be aware that you're firing the glutes and not arching your back in the process. Couple more, up and hold, down and relax, squeeze, and relax. Fantastic. Go ahead and take your time coming up. It's kind of a really great time to drop yourself back into like a child's pose, rock back forward, and then you can even make your way into down dog on your way back up. Walking the hands towards the feet, and so on. Very good. So that's set 1, 30 seconds until we go into set 2. So if you're confident and proficient with lunges, you can use a little bit of weight here. If you're like, hey, this is pretty challenging for me, which it is for a lot of people, just continue to use only your body weight. All right, just under 10 seconds. Left foot forward, nice tall chest, 2, 1, and here we go. Long step back, chest tall. Good. And once you know what you're focused on, look straight ahead instead of trying to watch the screen all the time. First 15 seconds. There you go. Good job. Sharon, that knee's starting to shoot forward just a little bit. So keep it vertical, straight down with that back leg. We're 30 seconds in. That looks much better. Yep. And 2, 1, and relax. Very good. We're gonna go side stretch this time. So if you're holding weights, go ahead and set them down. We're gonna go one hand on the hip, setting the hips out to the side, reaching your arm up to overhead, and follow it with your gaze. Reaching, holding it like 3 to 5 seconds, and then we'll switch side. Hand on the opposite hip, shift, and follow with your gaze. Nice deep breaths. Very good. Once more on each side. Very good. Fantastic. All right, 20 seconds, and then we'll be lunging on the right leg. Round 2 of 3. All right, so get that foot in good position. Grip the toes down, activate the arch of the foot, and 2, 1, here we go. Long step back, front shin vertical. Very good. Focus on keeping those hips square as well, not letting any kind of shift side to side. Very good. Coming up on 30 seconds. That's 30 seconds in. Moving well. Good job. 2, 1, and rotate. Taking it back to the floor for the Supermans. Good job. Face down. Stretching the arms nice and long. Pull that chin in, and here we go. Raising your arms and legs. Fire in your booty. Squeezing the shoulder blades together. Up and hold, down and relax. Just moving through, nice and gradual here. Imagine yourself just floating and flying right off your yoga mat. Again, avoiding any kind of pinch in the low back. Up and hold. Let's go one more here. Squeeze everything strong and relax. Very good. Walk the hands in. And just remember to take your time here on your way up. Rock yourself back into child's pose. And we'll rock back forward, hands underneath the shoulders. Turn the toes under, push back into down dog on your way up. And you can walk the hands into the feet and gradually make your way back up. Fantastic. We got one more time through. We'll go here in about 25 seconds, back on that left leg. You can continue to just be body weight, or if you want to hold some weights, you can hold them either at the sides or up at your shoulders, however you prefer. All right, 5 seconds. Left foot first, grip the toes, and 2, 1, here we go. Stay in control. Make sure you control that back knee down to the floor. Nice. Chest up, eyes straight ahead. Good job. Building some strength in the hips. Smooth. There you go. That's 30 seconds. Nice job, crew. Good job. Almost there. Maybe one more. Control it, chest up, and rest. Awesome. Hands down to the weights down if you have them. And we're just going to rock the hips around this time. So some hip circles. Circle them around 3 to 5 each way. Good. And switch directions when you're ready. Fantastic. All right, 20 seconds, and then we'll finish up the lunges with the right leg. Y'all are doing great. 10 seconds here. Place that right foot this time. Get a good foundation. Chest tall, find something straight ahead to focus on, and here we go. Still driving that front heel down, propel yourself up and forward. Just very light with that back knee. Controlling it down, kiss the ground if you can with the knee. Well done. Very good. There's 30 seconds in. Up, keep the breathing, keep the focus. Maybe one more rep, back and down, and up and forward. Beautiful. Last time on your stomachs. All right. Face down, arms up to overhead, and here we go. Whenever you're ready, squeeze the glutes, squeeze your shoulder blades together, hold for like 1 to 2 seconds, down and relax. Good steady breathing. Good job. Squeeze the backside and down. Couple more. And 2, 1, and relax. Very good. Let's go ahead and roll onto your back. Shoulder blades back and together. And we're gonna start with the knees up to the chest, side to side. That feels good. Then knees together, arms out to the side at 90 degrees, like scarecrow arms here, and 2-knee twist. Bringing both legs to one side, look over the opposite shoulder. And then use your lower abs, pull the legs up and together across the other side, peer over the opposite shoulder. And pretty standard here, you might have a little release, adjustment in your low back. I know it's a stretch that oftentimes gives me some release in the low back. Very good. All right, folks, so feel free if you want to grab a quick drink of water, and then we're just going to stay down here on the floor because we're going into a side plank series next. It's going to be 4 rounds, 4 times on each shoulder. We're going to be holding, last time we did this, we did 20 seconds with 10 seconds in between. If you were here for that and able to hold all 4 rounds, this time today, you may want to hold for all 25 seconds, and then we'll just have a really quick 5 seconds to roll over and switch sides. I'll try my best to keep up with telling you when we're at 15 and so on. So try to pick a number that you can hold that duration for all 4 rounds. All right, so if there are no questions, we're going to go here in about 20 seconds. Let's start. It doesn't really matter which side you start on. I'm going to start on my right side. So if you want to be the same side as me, it's going to be the right arm, stacking it right underneath the elbow. Lengthen out the body, and you can be on your knees here, or you can stack the feet or stagger the feet, whatever feels best. And 2, 1, here we go. Up and hold, looking straight ahead. And we can have this non-working arm either up overhead, you can rest it on the hips at the side, some variety of that throughout. Good job, good focus, chin in. That's 15 seconds. 20. And 2, 1, 25. Just a quick rotation around. You're going to stack that elbow right and meet that other shoulder, and here we go. And I'm telling the 15 and 20 as well. If you want to come down early and make your shift around, by all means, like I said, do what you can do consistently through all 4 rounds. There's 15. And I tend to kind of overlift my hips, so try to keep it in a straight line. That's 20, almost there. 25. Round one done. Rolling right into set two. Stack that elbow right underneath the shoulder. Here we go. We do lots of side planks around here. One of the best things that we can do for our spinal health. They've done a lot of research out of Canada. 15 seconds to show how much building some endurance in your obliques helps your low back. That's 21, 3, 4, 5. Good job. Second half of set two. Stack that elbow and bring those hips up. And right now we're just doing shorter intervals, but if you were to test yourself for endurance, a good goal would be a 90-second side plank on each arm. So they found that people with some chronic back pain, that's 15 seconds. And when they built that ability to hold that plank, they had less complaints in their low back. 22, 3, and 5. Halfway through, folks. Set 3 and up. So static holds aren't the most exciting thing that we do, but it's kind of nice when you can just have someone take you through it. Put in your time. Take care of your body. Good job. That's 15. We're on round 3 already. 20. 3, 4, 25. And here we go. Second half of set 3. I say that aloud mostly to keep track for myself as well. Good job. 10 seconds. Keep breathing, keep lifting, hold strong. 15. Lift up out of that shoulder as well. 20. 3, 4, 5. Great job. Last time on each arm. 2, 1. Here we go. Very nice. And everything square. Breathe. That's 15. 20. Keep lifting up out of that shoulder. And 5. Beautiful. Last one. 2, 1. Here we go. You got it, Sharon. Good job. Stack that shoulder. Very nice. Doing great, Jean. Welcome, Diane. 15 seconds. 20. 2, 1. And all done there. Woo! Beautiful. Let's roll onto the front side. We're going to go back into child's pose for a moment. Toes together, knees divide. And this time we're going to go child's pose side stretch. You're going to walk the hands to one side. Take your inside arm, reach it nice and long, and then drop back there. Get a nice stretch along the side of the body. About 2 to 3 nice deep breaths. And then when you're ready, you'll walk the hands to the other side. Same idea, other direction. Toes together, inside arm reaches long, and just gently rock back. It's normal, you're not going to get down as far as you do with both arms in front of the body. Just do the best you can. Very good. After a few breaths there, rock forward, kind of recenter the feet. Up on the hands, or you can come down on the forearms, whatever you prefer. We're going to go our thoracic rotations for 10 reps each arm. So elbow to elbow, open and pause. Breathe in to close, exhale to open. We got a little bit of overhead work coming up on this last circuit. So we just want to get some rotation in the mid-back. Helps our overhead position, helps the shoulders to open up smoothly. About 5. Follow it with your gaze as well. Good job. A couple more. And then after 10, go ahead and switch arms. Same thing, other direction. Again, lifting up out of that bottom shoulder, turn and try to look up towards the ceiling. It's like you're like wringing out your torso like a towel, getting some good rotation there without forcing anything. Very good. Couple more. Last one. Fantastic. All right, folks, let's go ahead. I'm going to talk to you about what we're working on, but while I'm speaking, let's open up your inner thighs. So from all fours, kick one leg out to the side, and I want you to do about 5 rock backs on each side. Just get a nice opening in that inner thigh. And I'm just going to run us through this last piece. I'm going to take you through 5 sets. It's going to be 10 minutes in duration. We're going to be doing a thruster, full squat up to overhead, or if you have anything going on that you're like, hey, I don't want to do any more squatting right now, you can do what's called a push press, where it's just like a little quarter squat and driving the arms up to overhead. And we'll come up to our feet and warm those up. That's for 40 seconds. Then we rest for 20, make our way down to the floor, or you're welcome to do them elevated as well. Either a plank row or a renegade row. So the plank row would be either from the knees or from the toes, pulling one hand to the shoulder, placing it down with that wide hand and switching sides. If you have 2 equal sized weights that won't roll around, you're welcome to use weights for that. We call that a renegade row. Up and in, down and support, up and in. So you don't want to sink into this support shoulder. Nice and square. 40 seconds there, 20 seconds rest, and then we're back to our feet for our push press or our thruster. So once you finish, open up your inner thighs. Go ahead and make your way back up. We're going to warm up a couple reps here. So to review what I was just talking about, or just to show you the 2 movements here, push press is like a little quarter squat and you drive straight up. So you dip from the side, chest tall and drive, or the thruster is where we come all the way down to that squat, drive through, and then push overhead from there. You can hold weights just like so, or another way would be with one weight underneath the chin, moving like this. Okay, and you can also do the push press like this as well. Just make sure you pull that chin in so you don't catch it with your weight. Questions? All right. If there are no questions, we're going to start here in 10 seconds. If you aren't quite ready, just build into it. Join us when you are. Like I said, we have 5 cycles of this. 2, 1, and here we go. I'm going to be demoing our full squat up to overhead. Do what's best for you. Try to look straight ahead, breathe and drive. Good job. You're also welcome just to squat for this. If you have anything going on with your shoulders, maybe it doesn't feel good to go overhead right now, no worries. Down and drive. Good job. Down and drive. That's 30 seconds, 10 to go. And 2, 1, rest and rotate. 20 seconds. We'll be taking it down to the floor. Or if you did it elevated, you would do it without weights. And it would look like this, plank with rows to one arm. All right, otherwise 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Midline strong, elbows high. This is a great time to focus on control of movement, pulling that elbow up, pausing with the hand against the torso, whether you're with weights or without weights. Working on the position of the shoulder blade, so pulling it back and in towards the spine with the shoulder down out of your ears. Good job. Midline's tight. Breathe through it. That's over 30 seconds in. And there's our 40. Beautiful. That's round 1 done. If you're feeling a little fatigued today, it's also a great idea to join us for every other round so you get more rest. Just kind of keep yourself moving. Otherwise, we're back to our thrusters here or push press in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Good movements. Weight in the heels, control down into the bottom. And then it says thruster because we thrust the hips the last quarter of the squat to give a little boost up to overhead. Let's keep those ribs down. Don't let yourself arch that back. Chin in, push straight up. Beautiful. Breathe. Fantastic. That's 30 seconds. There you go. Good. And rest. Woo. Fantastic. Middle of set 2. Back to our plank or renegade rows. 10 seconds. All right, everybody. 2, 1, and up and in. And I know I say it a lot, but if you are a hypermobile person, you have that ability to like hyperextend your elbows, really be aware when you're shifting from side to side, or even when you're holding on 2 arms, you don't want to lock out the joints, elbows or knees. It's hard on the joint when you just lock it out there, because then you're not so much using the muscles, you're just holding the weight right on the joint. So that's what we want to avoid. That's 30 seconds. So keep a little bit of bend in the elbows. 2, 1, and rest. Woo. 2 down, 3 to go if you're doing all 5 rounds. It's a tough one today, so be patient with yourself. Speak kindly if you need a little bit more rest. It's not a big deal. Place those feet about hip width apart. 2, 1, and here we go. Set 3. 20 seconds is not a lot of rest in between exercises, so have good awareness. Squeeze your tush as well when you're driving up to overhead. That's going to help from arching the back. Push straight up. Very nice. That's 30 seconds. If you feel yourself getting fatigued in these later rounds, you can always rest at 30. Give yourself a little more recovery. And done. Whew. Halfway through our whole series here of this circuit. 3rd round on the Renegade rows. Good job. Good focus here. Nice deep breaths. 2, 1, holding strong. As you shift the weight side to side, you want to kind of play a game with yourself. How tight can you hold your midline to have as little shift as possible from side to side? You almost want to make it that if somebody was only watching, they couldn't really tell that you were shifting your weight. It almost looks like a 2-arm plank. So it gives a little extra focus. That's 30 seconds, everybody. Pulling that shoulder blade back and down, squeeze it into the spine. 2, 1, and done there. Woo! 3 down, 2 to go. Second to last set of push press or thruster. Place the feet. And whenever you're ready, controlling into that squat, keep your heels planted. Keep those knees pushing out. And keep that breathing rhythmic. I'll breathe in as I sink down, blow it out as I exhale, or as I exhale, as I come up out of that squat. Breathe through that tough part of the movement. Good job. That's 30 seconds. Two, 1, 4 sets of that part done. 4th round of rows. Woo! Good stuff. Sharon, still has time to dance in between intervals. I love it. All right, folks, 2, 1, here it is. And I don't think I said it, It also helps to have your feet a little bit wider than a traditional plank to have left shift side to side. So the more narrow my feet, the more unstable that base is to hold on one arm. So feet are about a little bit outside the hips. Good job. That's smart, Sharon. Just rest as needed. Join again when you're ready. Yeah, wrists get tired sometimes. That's 30 seconds. And we're resting. Woo. If you're toast after 4, give yourself a round of applause. You did great. If you've got it in you for one more round, join us in 10. Sharon, you can always hold on your forearms and just hold a straight plank for the next round. 2, 1, and here we go. Squatting back, driving up. Nice, Jean. Good focus now. Eyes straight ahead, chest up on those squats. Strong out of the bottom. Push into the floor. Fantastic. 30 seconds. Two, one, rotate. Whew. Good job. Just the rows or plank. So Sharon, if your wrists are getting tired, don't worry about the row. Just hold on your forearm for a plank. All right, folks, 3, 2, 1. Here it is. Elbows up and in. Hips level. Lifting out of that support side. Breathe. Speak kindly to yourself. So easy to be our own worst enemies instead of our own best friends. We can always change our relationships to ourselves and with others. Good job, everybody. That's 30 seconds. See if you can hang in there for these last couple. This is our last set. And 2, 1. Woo, all done. Good stuff. All right, a little drink of water. And then we're going to do a couple stretches to finish out. Woo, nice work. All right, it was quite a bit of support on the wrist. So let's go ahead and start there. Just kind of sit with however's comfortable for you on the floor, or you can stand if you prefer. For right now, elbow into the side. Let's pull all 4 fingers back and pull your wrist into some extension as well. So flex it, bend it back, and then extend out that elbow. Pull it in, pull it back, and extend. Let's go about 5 times there. Wrists can be challenging because we have all those little tiny bones that live in that little area between your forearm bone and the bones that make up your hand. After you do about 5, they're going to roll it around. So it's kind of a tough thing to take care of sometimes. And then when you're ready, opposite side, elbow into the side, 4 fingers back, extend it out. But largely, I just give a lot of focus to the forearms, keeping them long. They tend to get tight when all the things that we do, when you grip a lot. Some of you do a lot of gardening, carrying stuff around that gets tight in the wrists, and then roll them around when you're ready. And then all the time that many of us are spending at the computers, on our phones, all that impacts it. And then let's just go top of the hands together, right in front of your bodies, and then drop those elbows down. So try to keep the top of the hands touching. Yep. Very good, and relax there. And then if you are standing, go ahead and come on down to the floor. We're gonna go like a traditional runner's stretch here. Pull the foot in, extend the leg out, and then we're just gonna reach out towards the toes. And this is one that can be intense for folks. So remember when we're stretching, we just wanna be gently stretching. So if it's super intense, making you grimace, back out of it a little bit. Breathe. And then go ahead and pull your foot in, inner thigh or butterfly stretch. We're gonna go feet together, sit nice and tall. Let those knees just drop down, and then you wanna be long through your spine as you just gently lean forward. There you go, a couple of nice deep breaths here. And then when you're ready, extend out your opposite leg, runner stretch on the other side. Again, lengthen up out of the spine and just gently reaching for the toes. Drop the head down and breathe. And relax. Very good. We're gonna go figure four next. If you prefer this on your back, you can lay back for it. I'm gonna show it from a seated position. So I'm gonna support through the hands a bit, bring your foot to the opposite thigh, and I'm gonna walk this foot up and in, and then I'm just kind of bringing myself up and looking to open up this outer thigh here. There you go. Quite a bit of lunging work today, so this oftentimes will target this hip. You might not feel stiff there right now, but this figure four is a great one to do the next couple of days when you're like, oh, my hips are a little tight. You can do it from a seated position in the chair as well, or down on your back. Let's go ahead and release and switch sides. Same thing, other hip. Foot onto the opposite thigh, pull it in towards your chest. And our good old trusty thigh stretch and quad stretch as well that we did side lying. You can also do it standing. Really simple one to do if you're on road trips and at the gas station while you're pumping gas. It's easy to grab a foot and stretch it out a little bit. Very good, and relax there. Fantastic. Let's just finish with that quad stretch on the side, grabbing the foot, pulling the heel back. Last one. And it's easy. We could spend the whole hour stretching, but we just give some touches on things. So just use it as guidelines. You can spend some time opening up your upper body a little bit more today. We did that overhead work just there at the end. So our doorway stretches for the chest, switch legs when you're ready, tricep stretches as well, all that good stuff to keep your body open. All right, everybody. As the temperatures are cooling down most places across the US, please remember to keep yourselves hydrated. Nourish yourself with food. Give yourself a break from all those sweets. I promise your body will thank you and you'll thank yourself, and hope to see you next time. Those of you live will be back on Monday. Take care, guys.